Most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
Well, Ederson! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Ederson actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest. There's a defensive height advantage here, Peter, but of course it's not guaranteed to work.
Absolutely there. Certainly not as big as those trying to stop them. And now they can spring out of defence. He's in one-on-one. Oh, wonderful effort all by himself.
Bruno Henrique certainly looked hungry and exciting on the ball. Confidence is at play here.
Alisson claims comfortably. Milan are looking to go forward now. And that's been won straight back. Looks to the other side.
That's a cracking pass to stretch the opposition.
So, Jim, tell me this. Who are you looking for in particular here?
This man Rudiger's going to be a very stern test for any attacker to beat, Peter. He's amongst the smartest defenders around with his positioning, and he's got the pace and strength to deal with the quickest opponent. He's not going to fall for cheap tricks either. He's just not that type to dive into tackles.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. Merino delivers. And the keeper gets his hands on it. Now it's Greenwood. Now it's Greenwood. Now it's Morata. Greenwood. And no, he's seen through all of that. Paz did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Mikel Merino does well not to be outdone there. Ederson. Still goalless. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Bellingham.
Manchester really look like a team that's set up to absorb pressure. They don't mind.
And he shoots! Well, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Tuanzebe. And it's Zaire Emery. Ederson. Onana. So what can they make of this? And that's been slipped through. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Well, that has not gone well. Now it's En-Nesyri. Paz. No, that's been intercepted. Zabarnyi. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Johnson. Paz. And that is a little undercooked. Johnson. Good challenge. Excellent challenge. And no, that was never going to make it. And it's Simons. Looking tidy in possession here. Simons. And that is expertly dealt with. En-Nesyri. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Zaire Emery. Couldn't squeeze it through. Paz. Paz really struggling to influence the game.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes. Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Onana. Still waiting for the game's first breakthrough goal. Bellingham. En-Nesyri. Threads one in. And he's managed to get... Oh, shooting chance! Oh, and that is really good tenacity.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Tuanzebe tries to clear. Oh, this is a... He's having a shot! And he has kept it out somehow.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Nicely shaped ball.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision making. Okay, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
Gets his head on it! Goal! On the cusp of half-time, he delivers with perfect timing. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So the first goal. And the referee says that is that for the first half. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Milan come in at half-time on the wrong end of a 1-0 scoreline.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest. Back on the way then.
Milan really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Zabarnyi cuts it out. Spread out to the left. That's a sharp pass. Pinches it off him. Johnson. Paz. And here's En-Nesyri. He'll try from distance. And that was too close for comfort.
Well, I think the defence are breathing a big sigh of relief here. He really spanked that and it wasn't far away at all.
Alderete. Now Ederson. Now it's Greenwood. It's Greenwood! And it's in! AC Milan are all square. Well, how's that for a class finish?
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way and he just slips the other.
We're looking at a different game now.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Morata. And he's undercooked that.
Mission 1 has been accomplished, so why not continue with the same approach?
That's good vision. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. And it's Marino. Now it's Bruno Henrique. Xavi Simons. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Xavi Simons. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Bruno Henrique. Marino. That's a pretty loose pass. Ederson. Zaire Emery. Oh, nicely intercepted. Now that's well seen too. This looks promising. Zaire Emery.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Now it's Greenwood. Gives it back. This is a promising build-up. Merino. Now it's En-Nesyri. Morata being given no time to dwell on the ball here.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
Zaire Emery. Can he get it through? Takes a shot! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. Milan have their second corner now. And he's gone looking for safety. Can he finish?
Milan clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
And the shot! And how did he not put that away?
Well, we could be headed for a scenario in which next goal is the winner. That chance could have been it too.
Corner number 3 coming up. Terrific effort! Oh, off the bar! That's really well cleared. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. And he's there to get it away. Nice sequence of passes. Shot at goal! Goal! Milan! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Milan with the lead.
I just think this has been a lesson in character, togetherness and composure. I think most teams would have crumbled by now, but this refusal to give up is brilliant.
It's a good-looking delivery.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Greenwood. Gonzalo Ramos going after that. Fofana wins the duel this time. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
And we're done. Milan have done it with iron, with pragmatism, the sort you expect from a team like this. Admirable, enjoyable, and look how they reacted to that initial setback. Greenwood taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. The end of the game. Reflections?
Well, what a difference a half can make, Peter. And the second half saw this team full of courage and energy. It's very impressive how this team turned it all around.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening.